Welcome back, people. We got another video. This is on the Samebike L026 L026 version 2. The Samebike electric 500 watt motor with a 48 volt 10 amp battery. Today we did this before on the Samebike L026, so we're going to do it on the second version where we upgrade that horrible back suspension. Now, when I had the other bike and we upgraded the suspension, that was definitely by far the very best upgrade I ever did on the other bike. So I decided, again, seems like deja vu, where we are buying exactly the same parts as what we did for the L026. So we upgraded the hench, really big hench Continental tyres, and we upgraded the semi-hydraulic brakes, front and back. We're going to do brake testings at some point. But today, we're going to change out this rear shock. So, to start off with, we're going to obviously have to undo the old one. So let's first get down to business and start undoing this top bolt here. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. If we have any problems riding this bike, electrical problems or any problems at all, those videos we will be making, and there'll be videos of those on the channel. We've already done quite a few upgrades on this bike, if I'm honest, but every upgrade that I have done so far has definitely been worth it. Now, the bike itself cost me £909. I'm definitely weighing in over £1,000 now, easily. The rear suspension shock that I brought has cost me £100. So yeah, we definitely are weighing over £1,000. But you know what? It's been worth it because everything that I've done so far has been pretty decent. We did have a problem at first with the pass, the electric pedal assist. I don't know why, but it just yeah, just would not work. But anyway, we got past that, and now I need something to push that out, and I don't have anything here. Oh well, okay, I'm gonna have to go get a screwdriver and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, good old Phillips screwdriver. So I'm just gonna push that through there, and then there we go, there comes that long bolt. All right, so I'm going to put that to one side, and then we're going to do the same with the bottom one. Just push. Actually, do you know what? Probably would be better if I took some tension off of that as well. Probably should have done that first. Now my hand's going to be absolutely mortified with grease. Yep, I've got an old rag here though. There we go. All right. So there's the top part out. Now we're going to get the bottom part. There we go, there's the bottom part, and then out comes this horrible, cheap, nasty, this is a spring. It's supposed to look like an air shock, but it's definitely not. That is a spring shock absorber. Yeah, not very good. Now let's show you what we got here. So I did a video on this once before, as I said, on the L026 and L0262, and it was a very good rear shock. But last time I ended up getting a 190mm, and this time I went from oh, hold on, sorry, I'm just going to have a look on my phone because I actually do not even remember. Hold on, sorry, let me just check this out because I want to make sure that I get it right for you guys. Okay, so it's 165mm over 35mm. That's 165mm, 35mm. Whereas if for the last same bike that I had, I got 190 over 35, and I thought that was a little bit too big. So today I ordered the one that's a little bit smaller. So we got extra little adaptments here, which we might end up using. We'll see. And there it is, DNM rear shock Has it already got air in? Let's have a look. So the bottom is negative, the top is the positive side. Yeah, okay, did have a bit of air in there. Let's check out the top one there. Yeah, because that had a bit of air in as well. So here we have the adjustment here, so we can adjust how smooth that is. We can also adjust this one so we can lock it out, or we can have it unlocked. Now locking it out, it'll be solid, no bounce. Unlocking it, obviously the suspension is going to be working. Okay, so we're going to need this long bolt here, and as you can see, it does not fit inside there. But this is why they give you these pieces here. So let's get a bit of that silver piece out there. And that's going to go inside there, then that's going to go in there, and as you can see, that fits like a glove. So to start off with, we've got to push that through like that, and then that's going to go through there like so. Now that is going to sit on the bike like that, but is what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking off these old pieces right here. So we're going to need to do that. So that's all I did was just let's get our other pliers real quick. So we'll hold one side. Oh, let's make sure the camera's in shot. That would help, wouldn't it? Okay, so we hold it one side with the pliers, and then we get our grips the other side, and then we're just going to twist it out. Now you don't have to use the one that you get with the new shock. Of course you can use your ones, the long bar that you have got already with the bike, which I will show you that in just a moment. I'm scratching the absolute life out of that right now, which is a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Yep, I'm absolutely probably should have got another pair of grips, to be honest. Right, we're almost there. There we go. So there's that first piece. I'm just going to drop that down just there for a moment. And then we got to take off this piece here and that piece. So I'm now going to grip onto that piece of metal there, so that way I don't shred out these bits of plastic so much. Keep twisting up and down. As you can see, we're dropping them off. Then the same goes for this one. As you can see, pretty easy, straightforward job. Just a little bit messy when you've got a ton of grease on it, how I have. Now I greased this up many times, and it kind of minimises the squeak, but it never actually stopped it from squeaking, which is kind of irritating, especially when you're riding. Now for me, it's not too bad because I always ride with headphones in, but when I'm making videos, that squeak sounds really bad. Alright, so now that's off, we can pull that out of there like so. And we can now use this bar rather than the little bar that we get with it. Now, I think I'm gonna, let's see how, I think that's gonna be loose on here, on this bar. I'm pretty sure, yeah, okay. It's gonna be loose. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use this original bar. So let's take out the one that we get with it. And then this original bar will go into there. Like so. There we go. And then we can put the big long piece on there, on this side. Now I have kind of scratched this up a little bit, as I said. There we go. So there's that one, and I'm just gonna really better off getting 2 sets of grips here rather than a pair of pliers and a set of grips like how I've done. But we're still getting the job done. I guess that's all that matters. And then we're pushing that down onto the shock. Let me open up those grips just a little bit bigger. There we go. Makes it a little bit more easier. Okay, twisting it, and as I'm twisting it, I'm pushing it forward. At least I'm trying to anyway. If it didn't keep slipping, it's all that grease. All right. So now we've done that, we can put that little one on here on this side. That's the way it's going to be, like that. So let's bang that down. Okay, and now is all we need to do is put this other little small one back on here. So I'm just going to hold it, and we're going to bang it down into place. Okay, that's on there now. And there we go. Now, as I said, I have kind of scratched that up a little bit, but that's okay. And then for the bottom, we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to take off that bottom. Oh, actually, do you know what? We might not need to take off the bottom. So we could use this little bar, which is the same length, but then we need these little black pieces, which we have in this bag. So let's grab 2 of those and this, and we're going to put this in the bottom here like that. There we go. And then put one of those either side, one there, and then one on that side. All right, there we go. So now we've done that, now we got to put it back onto the bike. So our long bolt here, and obviously we're going to set it this way. So let's adjust the camera angles. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed so you can see me taking this off-road. Check it out. We still haven't done a speed test yet. We still haven't tried our new brakes out yet. I've put those on the bike. There's lots of upgrades and stuff that we've done on this bike, and all of those videos you will find across the channel. We have a playlist of e-bikes and electric scooters. Alright, looks like this one's gonna be a little bit of a squeeze in here. Hold on, bear with me. Let me drop that bolt. It really does not help that my hands are all greasy. Right, there we go. So this definitely, as I said, this definitely was the best upgrade I ever did do on the Samebike L026. So it's got to be done for the L026 too, has to be. Alright, so that's in. Now we've got to put in our bottom bolt. So we got to push this part here up. And as you can see, we're then going to come into line for the bottom part. Alright, there's a little bit of a struggle here, and I forgot which one of them is going to compress this right here. I had the lockout on. Is it this bottom one? I know that putting air into one of those is going to shrink this part here. Let me let air out the top quick. Okay, it's not that, so I'm going to grab my high shock pressure pump. Gonna make sure that you have one of these. It will have a gauge on it, as you can see just there. All right, so I know that one of them, putting air in one of them is gonna shrink that shock, so we can fit it in that little bit easier. So I'm going to start off with the bottom, just putting a bit of air in there. There we go, that shrunk it, I told you. So now we push it up, and now we can get that last bottom bolt in there. Perfect. Okay. Oh, we got the bolt through, but without the shock being in place. Let's push that up. Okay, so I've got to try and hold it in place with my right hand, and then push the bolt through with the left. The grease is really not helping me. There we go. Whew. Alright. Well, yeah, if you've got grease, probably a good idea to wipe your hands first rather than struggling like I have done. Alright, so bottom bolt in. So now I'm not going to have any annoying, horrible squeaking noise. And as I said, this was definitely the best upgrade that I did on the Samebike L026. It's got to be done for the L026 too. Now, I think the L026 was a little bit quicker than the version 2 by about 4 or 5 miles an hour quicker. But I like this one better because of the display, and I like this one better because of the mag wheels. Now, to start off with, I weren't sure if the mag wheels were going to be good for me, but yep, no, I do actually like them. So I'm glad that we got rid of the L026 and upgraded to the version 2. Right, that's nice and tight on there. I did keep my finger on the bolt on the other side to make sure it wasn't twisting, so bear that in mind. Okay, so let's have a look at the manual here, and it will show your body weight. So this is 15, let's have a quick look. So 15.7134, so basically 16 stone runs in 220 pounds. So because I'm just under 15.5 stone, I could go for the 150, but I think I'm going to go for the 165. So I need 75 psi in the bottom and 165 psi in the top. So let's do that. Now, depending on your body weight in pounds, I will show you this chart again in a moment. So we got to get 75 in the bottom there. So we're at 50, 55, 60. All right, so a bit more. All right, so there's 100. I'm going to reduce that a little bit by pressing. Sorry, camera was off. Oh my gosh! By pushing this button here, releases the air in the shock. All right. So because I need more in the top than I do in the bottom, we need 165 in the top. That's quite a lot of psi, isn't it? Let's put it in the top first. Alright, so 165 psi. Okay. And as you can see, the suspension's going up because I'm hitting the top one. Okay, so it's 150. There you go. 175. Alright, so we got 175 in the top. I know I am a little bit over, but I knew a bit of air was going to come out there anyway, so we're good. And then we want 75 in the bottom. Let me check that out. Let's have a look. So we have got to bear in mind, we do have a cable coming through here. I think probably the best bet was for me to run the cable this way rather than over the top. So I think I'm going to adjust that. And then 75 there. So I'm going to make an edit in the video and I'm going to put this wire on the outside rather than under there, because that is catching there a little bit. And I don't want that wire pinched. So I'm going to make an edit, change that around. So all I'm going to do is undo this, move this cable so it comes under rather than over, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, and we're back. So I undone this bolt, I pumped up the top to 170, took it off, would end up with about 165. I'm going to put on the dust cap on the negative, which is the bottom. So the negative I put in 80 psi. By the time I take it off, about 75. The top 170, time I took it off, about 165. So they're on, and as you can see, this cable here is now running down. So this was under the frame. I've now pulled this to the side, so there ain't so much stretch on that back brake cable here. And then this motor, is that the motor wire? Let's have a look. No, okay, this one's for the throttle and brake cable. So this wire here I put coming, instead of going over the top here, which pushes against this little black piece here, the black bar pushes up against, which can damage the wire. As you can see there, the wire is got a bit of a dent. So I've ran it under the bolt rather than over. So run it under, and then that's clear of taking any damage. And then here we've got the lockout, this switch there. So I'm going to show you it locked out first. Let's show you that. So when I push down, there's not going to be any rebound. Yeah, no rebound. And then if we switch it the other way to this way, now we should have a rebound of it moving. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Okay, now we have a rebound there. So let's have a look at our O-ring. As you can see, there's this much gap, about a finger. If I want it to be more, I could of course let a bit of PSI out the top. So on this little round thing here inside, just there, that little red bit. Now you can have the rebound fast or slow. So I'm going to change it to fast. There we go, that's set to fast rebound. Okay, and then we're going to set it to a slow rebound. So now we're turning it the other way. So now we're turning it clockwise. Okay, let's set a slow rebound. Yeah, it takes a lot longer. There isn't as much bounce and it takes longer to come back. So I'm going to leave that on anti-clockwise so we got more bounce there. There we go. And I'm going to open up the valve of the negative, of the positive chamber at the top there, and just press it a tiny little bit. There you go. Just so that way we have more bounce. Okay, so the O-ring is one finger. Let's push it again. Now we should get more. Oh yeah. Now let's check it. Okay, there's a finger and a bit now. So the more air I'm letting out the top, the more this suspension is going to work. But the O-ring set to there, that's not bad. With my weight on, it'll probably do about another half of a finger or a finger, which will still leave plenty of gap here. As I said, I did go for the 190 last time. This one is 165mm over 35mm. So that's going to be pretty much it for this one. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out us riding, checking out this new shock absorber, air shock absorber, brake testing with the new semi-hydraulic brakes, and of course I haven't rid it yet with these new beasts of tyres. Any upgrades I do on this bike, the same as this upgrade, these videos I will be adding to my playlist in e-bikes and electric scooters. Leave your comments below. I do try to respond to every single comment. Don't forget to drop a like, and we catch you guys in the next one. Yeah, no, just to show you real quick. So we do have a couple of other little pieces there, these little O-rings, and obviously the top part. So it's good that it comes with the little bits and pieces, and the manual. Like I said, I will show you that. So they do it in different languages. I'm pretty sure I did see one in English somewhere. Let's have a quick look. Okay, yeah, so here's English. There you go. So this is here in English. So as I said, I went for the £220 because that's pretty much how, I guess I weigh a little bit less, but yeah. Depending on your weight, depends on how much air you're putting. So this is the positive, this side, where it says main chamber, and then obviously, as you see there, negative air chamber. So that's going to be pretty much it for this one. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. This is definitely going to be the best upgrade, believe me. The best one you could do. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I am out. Alright, I thought I'd quickly add this part of the video on. So I had it coming around and coming underneath, but when the suspension is working, of course that could pull on the wire. So I've unclipped these cable ties, pulled the cable back a little bit, re-put cable ties here and here. I've had it coming underneath the frame like it's supposed to be. Before it was sitting up on there, and again sticking out, so that's now sitting under. Then the wire, I pulled the wire out, I took the converter out, pulled the wire out, put the wire around here, put a cable tie there, put another cable tie there, and I've ran the wire round, down, and then up, back inside into here. That looks a lot more cleaner. Sometimes we got to do a little bit of cable management and look around, look a bit more closer into it. That's definitely the better way to do it though. Alright, catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I am out.